Good evening everyone, hope you're all okay. Heading down to camp, do some building on the log cabin. Not been down since Saturday when we had the party. If you haven't seen the party yet, I'll put a link in the description below, and you can, it's got a bit of a window there for the cabin. You can have a watch of the party. It's not a very long video, just me and my buddies having a bloody good time at camp. So we're almost there, I'll bring you back when we get there. Now we're back at camp, this is the cabin. We're going to start on this wall today. The wall here is right in front of us. We're going to try have a go at that. Bushcraft corner. There's camp, looking all nice and tidy from the party. Don't know what that is on the floor. Happy days. Still all intact. Look at all that wood to play with. Lovely. Loads of wood. Awesome. Right, everything's all in check, everything's the way it should be. First things first, let's get the fire on and make a brew. Right, so the plan is we're going to take all these trees, cut all the root end off, and we're going to dress each branch. I mean, we're going to take all the bark off, take all the, I keep calling them islets. You know what I mean, when all branches come out, I can't remember the name, it escapes me. I'm just going to do a log at a time on there. Make sure it all fits, take its time, and then no rush. So yeah, one log at a time, just build up as we go. I have to look at that looking, that's good enough. So we've hacked at this with a saw and axe. This part is going to go over that front part there. But first we're going to cut the back bit off and put it around that part. Bit of a closer look at the idea we're talking about. Cutting the notch in here and just getting it round in here. As you can see, it's quite flat against the post there, so we're going to get a couple of nails on this edge. And now we're going to sort out that bit there. See how much wood we burnt on Saturday. Marking down where that patch is there next to the tree. You can see pretty much where everyone was walking and picking up, so it's all there now. Apart from a few here. I'm just stood on the log weighing it down while Paul cuts the notch into it while we sort this branch out. So yeah, we're going to do one log at a time, make sure it all fits perfectly, and then there's no mistakes, hopefully. Go through bone, right bottom. Yeah. So that nail there bent as I hit it in, tried to pull it out with a hammer, and it snapped. Well, poor. I think we should sit down for 5 and contemplate life now, really. Yeah. Oh, what a pain in the backside that is. Good hammer that as well. Old, that's probably why it snapped there. So Paul's just using the axe head now to see if he can get that nail in. Bugger! So, not only did I snap the hammer, I've also forgotten tea bags and sugar. I've got milk in my cup and water. So yeah, it's not going really well today. But we're just going to dress some more logs up, do that for an hour or so, 2 hours, and yeah, hopefully they're just going to hammer straight in next time when I get a new hammer. We'll see. So I've got loads of trees to choose from. I think I'll go for this one here. We'll get that on the go next. Like I said, we're just going to dress a couple of logs up now and get them on the wall, see if they'll fit, and then we can hammer them on next time we come. There's plenty to play with there. Loads of trees. And still loads to push over as well. Nice. You what?
It's a bit rotten up here though.
Oops, sorry mate.
Still in the roof there.
This one's trying to flatten it. So put it flat.
That's good.
Oops.
Keep it like that.
Do I let go of the axe?
No, I'll just use it as a chisel.
So like that, innit?
So there's a big one here.
So what I'm doing here is I'm just making a notch in this branch here so it'll fit round the support post of the cabin. Hopefully. Well, there we go. There's the first two logs. The bottom one's nailed in, well, half nailed in. The hammer snapped as I did that over there. And I've just cut that second log. I've just dressed it all up. That's going to go on there quite well. It's got to do a bit more tidying, but it's dark now, so we're going to call it a day. We're going to start bringing the Z torches down now from next week. So yeah, it's going to be a long process doing this wall. Well, all the walls really. Each log's going to have to be cut and processed as we go along. Happy days. Look at all that already, just from 2 or 3 logs being cut up. Bushcraft corner. It is totally pitch black now, so I'm just using the light on the phone. But yeah, this is all the wood that's going to be made into the walls. We haven't touched this pile yet, but this one over here, this here, that's all the cut-offs and bits that are a bit too rotten, but we're going to be able to use them for the front walls because they're going to be cut down into shorter logs, and hopefully we're going to be sorting all these out, dressing them all up as well as these, making the walls out of them. This is where we got to tonight. The bottom log's half on, the hammer broke, like I said, and that log's just resting on there, but that's how it's going to go. I'm thinking probably about another 4 or 5, well 5, 6, maybe 7 more logs on there. Then we'll introduce a window frame, hopefully. Cool. Then we'll buy a candlelight, buy a lighter again. So we're going to head out now. Only a short one, but now you know what we're going to do with them walls. Yeah, be a bit more in depth next week, and we'll have some more light hopefully. So yeah, thank you very much for checking this out. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.